These days, building machine learning models and even more precisely deep learning models entails using libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and Keras. These libraries have greatly democratized the usage of neural networks in solving real-world problems, as now you do not really need to understand all the underlying concepts in order to build and even deploy these neural networks. That said, building our own neural networks from scratch seems like a crazy idea, as all we need to do is use these libraries or one of those libraries to find the data and just call a simple method like the train method. For Keras, for example, we have the fit method. So calling the fit method, we have our model which is trained without us coding necessarily our own neural network from scratch. But then if you're able to build this neural network from scratch, that is not necessarily having to build a full library like Keras, PyTorch, or TensorFlow, you'll be able to better understand underlying concepts like backpropagation, and this permits you gain more intimacy with this library's syntax. And so now you can even use these libraries more efficiently since you understand how they work. Talking about debugging code, you would find that it becomes easier to debug your code written in these different libraries, because at least now you understand how this code was written, and so debugging the code becomes way much easier. And although these libraries come with already made neural networks, they give us a liberty to create custom neural networks and other custom functionalities. And so when you know or when you understand how these neural networks work, which is by actually building one, you get to easily customize the way these libraries right here function. Now, don't get us wrong, if you don't have a background in math or statistics or something like that, it may be a bit more difficult for you to understand these concepts or build your own neural networks. And that's why in this course we're going to take much time to explain each and every part of this building process so that anyone could better grasp these concepts. It is also advised to use some of these libraries before coming to build your own neural network. This point of view is also shared by the creator of Keras, that is Francois Chollet, who says here, a core principle of Keras is progressive disclosure of complexity. So this means that the way Keras has been built is such that just anyone could get started. So you don't need some special degree or some special knowledge in math to get started, but depending on your needs, you should be able to get into lower level workflows in a gradual way. And that said, we are going to break open that black box and understand how it works. Feel free to ask any question as you go through this course.